Hey guys, DooM Omega here. Today we're going to be doing an OU match versus our friend Charizard X here. His Twitch name is actually Charizard Y, so it's hard to tell if he's actually going to bring a Charizard Y or Charizard X sometimes. But anyways, he's going to be bringing his classic Charizard Mega Evolution, obviously, because any other Charizard in OU would not do so well. And he's going to be bringing Garchomp, Scizor, Tornadus, and Raikou and Starmie here. We're going to be running a Mega Manectric team here with Landers T, we got Clefable, we got Latios, special defensive Tentacruel, and Banded Scizor here. And as you guys will see later on, this battle gets pretty intense. And yeah, it was pretty close, so props to Charizard X. If you guys want to check him out, there will be a link in the description, so make sure you do that. He's a pretty cool guy and a good battler. So yeah, we'll get this battle on the go here. And Charizard X is issuing a challenge. So I do would lead with my Landers T here, and I believe he goes for the Garchomp. Yeah, he does go for his Garchomp. And I believe I'm going to start off by going for a knockoff after this Intimidate. Yeah, so I'll get the knockoff, and I will knock off his Choice Scarf, I think it is. It might be Choice Scarf, or it might be Focus Sash. Okay, this is Focus Sash. As he does go for the SD, that'll bring him to +1 here, which is kind of still scary, because Garchomp is pretty strong already. So I'm going to hard switch out into my Clefable here. Hoping that he was going to go for a Dragon Claw, but he doesn't actually do that. He goes for a Stealth Rock instead here. And now he's going to go for the Earthquake. And I'm going to set up my own rocks here, because I didn't think he would actually stay in, but he does. Because I guess +1 Chomp is still pretty strong, so didn't want to lose that +1 there, and I will get leftovers recovery there and bring it back to about half HP. But I do want to keep Clefable around for later, and I will switch into Latios, hoping that he would go for another EQ. And I believe he does here. I will take Stone's damage, which isn't that great, because it's starting to wear down my team. And Draco Meteor will take out the Garchomp, as he does stay in here. I was kind of surprised that he stayed in here, because he doesn't take in too much damage from anything he had. His Garchomp was still about 3/4 HP, so. But anyways, I lose the special attack drop there. I take some Life Orb damage. And now he goes into Double Stars, the Starmie. And I can't really do anything to the Starmie at -2, because even at, I am carrying Energy Ball in this set, but even Energy Ball won't do too much after a -2, so I just hard switch out into Scizor, hoping that he doesn't actually go for a Scald here and goes for the Rapid Spin. And he does, so I do predict that right. And he is not going to take any kind of U-turn from this thing, so he is going to switch out his Starmie here. And he goes into his own Scizor. And this is still going to do a chunk of damage, even though he does resist it, because I am banded. And yeah, it does about 45%, give or take, maybe a little less. But anyway, solid damage on the Scizor. And I'll go for Landers T and get a Intimidate off on him. And I'm still taking that stone damage. I need to get those off as soon as I can. And I will get this attack drop here, and I go for a knockoff to knock off that Choice Band in case it becomes a threat later in the game. So just go for a U-turn here, and that won't do anything to Landers T after the -1, and I do resist it, so. He goes into Raikou here, which is a good play on his part, because he knows I'm locked into the knockoff here, because that's what you see. Is honestly, it's either a defensive Lando, or it's a Choice Scarf one. Those are like the two sets that you see, and he didn't get the Rocky Helmet damage, so he knows it's Choice Scarf. And he does go for Hidden Power Ice here, I would assume. And that'll still do decent damage to Manectric, because it is pretty frail. Although it hits hard, it's still pretty frail, and it's fast though. That's what I like about it. And Mega Evolve, and I actually do not outspeed because I just Mega Evolve there, so Raikou will outspeed, and he goes for another HP Ice here. It still does good damage, but I Volt Switch out of there because I can. It actually kind of works out in my favor. So now I can just get a free switch into Lando, basically. And yeah, he can't really do anything. So I'm just going to go, I assume he was going to switch here, but he actually does stay in, I believe. No, he actually does switch here. And I do go for the Earthquake, I believe. Kind of making the simple plays, because sometimes the simple plays are the better plays, as it'll show later in this match. So I have to hard switch out of Landorus here now, because I am locked into the Earthquake. And I do go into Kraken here, as I do believe he goes for a Hurricane here, and he does hit it. And unfortunately does get the confusion on me, which is a little bad for me, because Tentacruel will get confused later on, I believe. He does go for a Grass Knot, but that won't do too much because I'm not that heavy and I am actually part poison here. And yeah, I do get confused here, which kind of sucks. And I did make a small misplay here, which will prove to be kind of bad in the future. But Hurricane does hit again, and I do believe I break through the confusion here, and I go for a Toxic, which wasn't the greatest play. I should have went for a Rapid Spin here. By far the better play would have been going for the Rapid Spin. As he does take the poison damage, but he has the Regenerator, so it doesn't matter too much. And does go for another Hurricane. And that will actually hit it, and it will KO the Tentacruel here. So Tentacruel is indeed down, so I can take him off the thing. And I do go for Nala here, the Mega Manectric, because now I do outspeed Tornado Steve because I am Mega Evolved. I will get the Intimidate. And Thunderbolt, I don't believe it does enough to KO it. It does close though, so I drop it down to a decent amount of HP as it does U-turn out, and that will finish off the Mega Manectric. So Mega Manectric is down. As you can see, the rocks are kind of beating down my team a little bit here. And he goes into Raikou, so I can just go into Landorus T again here. And see, this is why sometimes the the Earthquake is the actual better play here, instead of going for the U-turn and trying to get the momentum. Yeah, so I do go for the U-turn here, and he actually does stay in. Which is kind of weird, because I would have killed him anyway, but... Anyways, he goes for the HP Ice again, I believe. And that won't do too much to Fake Kirby, the Clefable. But it does enough, because I'm not actually specially defensive or have any specially defensive invested except for the 4, but that's not going to do anything when you're facing a Raikou that has a pretty high base special attack. And the Thunderbolt will take out the Clefable here, so that can be gone. Now I can just go back into Landorus T. I'm taking that rocks damage. As you can see, it's wearing down my Landorus T pretty well here, as Landorus is always coming in and out of the thing as it U-turns a lot. And he does stay in again. See, this is why you guys, sometimes you can't just predict everything. You guys gotta go for the easy plays. But anyways, he does go for the HP Ice again, I believe, because he's Choice Specs, I think. Yeah, he does go for the HP Ice, which won't do too much to Scizor here. And I go for the Bullet Punch, and I do finish off the Raikou here, which is good for me. As that thing's kind of scary, especially because it's fast and it's got like base 130 special attack or something like that, or 115 maybe. And he goes into Night Fury here, and see, this is where it gets tricky, because you kind of have to predict what he's gonna bring. So I go to Latios. I hope that he is Charizard Y here, but unfortunately that doesn't work out for me, and he is Charizard X. And I believe he goes for the Dragon Dance here, which kind of sucks, because then he will outspeed Latios and be able to kill it, and I can't really do anything about it. He does go for the Dragon Dance. So yeah, this thing's pretty scary right here, as the Dragon Claw will easily take out Latios, especially a +1 and Tough Claws boost, so that is going to be a dead Latios. So I can take him off the thing. And now I'm just left with Scizor and Landorus T, which are both at pretty low HP. We'll look at the Intimidate off on Charizard X, not that it matter. See, this is where I wasn't sure what happened. He might have been Adamant or Jolly. I'm not sure if Landorus T outspeeds Jolly +1 Charizard X. It might not. Or if it does, it might by like just 1 or 2 like speed points. So it's pretty close. And he's going to want to go for a Bullet Punch here and finish off my Landorus. And I said no to that. And I do hard switch into my own Scizor here. And I am actually speed invested Scizor. I am adamant with 252 attack, 252 speed. And he actually is too, obviously. So that will bring my Scizor down to pretty low HP here, as I do go for a Bullet Punch, and it will finish off his Scizor here. So now the game's pretty close. We both have 2 Pokemon left. He has his Starmie and his Tornadus T here. And it's looking pretty bad for me, as both my Pokemon are very low HP. But I do go for the Bullet Punch. It does good damage on this Starmie here, as he goes for an Ice Beam. And that will definitely finish off my Scizor, even though it resists it. It's not going to take an Ice Beam at 14 HP. So Scizor is down. I do go for Landorus T, and I actually do take Rock damage, but I live on 1 HP. I was like shaking when I saw that. I thought I was like the game was over there, but then I go for a Stone Edge, and I hit the Stone Edge, and it does KO the Starmie. So Landorus T is looking pretty clutch right now, I must say. And Tornadus T is at low enough, so I just need the Stone Edge to hit, and it does. And that, folks, will be GG. As you can see, the crit didn't matter there anyways, but it was a GG. And Landorus T living on that 1 HP was pretty insane there. It was an intense match overall, guys, and if you guys haven't checked out Charizard X, or Mega Charizard Y, his Twitch name, and do that for sure. I'll leave a link in the description. And yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. It was a good battle all in all, so hopefully you guys will come back and watch some more battles. There'll definitely be more in the future. And yeah, peace out, DooM Squad. Peace out.